Good morning. Thank you for joining the next in our series of webisodes here at Vaudeville. My name is Kurt Carlson, and I'm known here as the director of Positive Mojo, which is perfect title for today because I'm going to be talking to you about how to be a day maker. Joining me in the studio today is Corey Curtis. We refer to her as our recognitionista. Corey, did you want to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'll be chatting with you in the chat room, so please send us any of your recognition questions, anything you'd like to know about being a day maker, and I will be sure to ask Kurt. Kurt, take it away.
Thank you very much. So hopefully the chat function makes sense to you guys. Feel free to interact with me, and Corey will let me know what your questions are. So day maker. I am so excited to talk to you about being a day maker because we're about 2.5 to 3 weeks away from launching over 250 new products here at Vaudeville. I love them. You're going to love them too. So you're going to hear us use the phrase day maker quite a bit over the next few months because being a day maker is all about making someone's day. And that's going to be our topic that we cover today. So before I share my tips, I wanted to give you some insight on why we're coming up with the day maker idea. It's because we all know, and it's been shown through even research, that if you write a handwritten note or if you take the time to express appreciation or gratitude to somebody with personal attachment to it, it makes someone's day and it has a positive impact on that person and on you in return. So that's the whole concept behind being a day maker, making someone's day. And there's really 3 things that I'm going to cover about how you too can be a day maker. The first is positivity, the second is recognition, and the third is having fun. So let's jump right into my first tip on how to be a day maker, positivity. So what is positivity? Well, it's basically having a positive attitude. It's about being around people who help you have higher energy levels. So can you be that person for other people? If you think about it, there's probably others in your company or your organization who already have this effect on others. Many times the way you can spot them is they're the people who are participative. They take time to participate in company events. As an example, here at Vaudeville, we decided to host a ping pong tournament. So we recently purchased a ping pong table. We had it set up inside our building here. We even put brackets together so that we could have a ping pong contest. It was very clear that the ping pong table provided a great, new, and different way for people to get to interact with each other. And by observing those people, it was clear to me which people were out there spreading their positive energy, having a good time, and just talking about something other than work. So, when you recognize people like that in your own organization, you should acknowledge them. For example, you could write them a cheers note. This is a very brief note. So see, you don't even have to think of a lot to say. You can just write a handwritten note. You can leave it on that person's keyboard if they work in an office or at their workstation and let them know you appreciate them. Better yet, if you're recognizing somebody who already has positivity, why not get them their own Cheers kit sampler? Whoops. So this Cheers kit comes with over 40 Cheers notes, just like the ones that I showed you. This could be a great gift to help that person put more emphasis behind how they spread energy and positivity to people in the organization. So essentially, positivity is positive attitude. It's simple things like having a smile when you're walking through the halls, committing random acts of kindness, such as offering to refill somebody's cup of coffee, or taking a moment to talk to somebody about a personal thing going on in their life, rather than always just focusing on business or business issues. And if you're not the type of person who easily gets out of their office and walks around, a great way to help bring people to you and create a positive energy environment is to have a candy dish inside your office. It's amazing how what a vortex a candy dish can be in terms of bringing people into your office and giving you a chance to interact with them without having to go seek them out or find them on your own. So that was positivity. My second topic about how to be a day maker is recognition. And that is what we're all about here at Vaudeville, is doing recognition. So in your personal lives, you may have heard the concept of creating a gratitude list. It's where you sit down and you write down a list of all the things that you have to be thankful for. It's a great way to put a shift in your consciousness about the things in your space that you have to be grateful for, especially if you're in a situation where you're feeling depressed or you're thinking that everything's going wrong. Apply that same concept in your organization. Make a gratitude list about everything that's going on in your work environment that you can be thankful for. If you're a supervisor, there must be a list of things that you could jot down that people are doing to help make a difference, even if you're not noticing it, say, in metrics or your sales volume. If you're an employee, there's plenty of things to be grateful for, especially in today's environment, that you have a job, if you have benefits, if you work with people that you enjoy. Put down your list of things that you're grateful for, and then act on that list. The names that you've put down on that list and the people who provide those things, thank them, recognize them, acknowledge them. So I've got a handful of ways that you can do recognition and be a day maker. The first is just write a personal note. Like I said, writing a personal note is probably the most impactful thing you can do, and it doesn't have to be a lot of words. This is a cute little book. It's got post-it notes, fun post-it notes that you can peel and stick, put on somebody's desk, put on their monitor, put anywhere, just so that you can say, hey, thanks, I appreciate you. That's what recognition is all about. There's so many reasons that you could write a note to a coworker if you wanted to encourage somebody, or even if you find out that their kids are working on something and you want to encourage them. If you can't come up with reasons why you need to thank somebody, I need you to call me, because I'll help you. And if you're a supervisor, giving positive feedback and focusing on people's strengths, it's called strengths-based coaching, is found to be so much more effective than focusing on what people are doing wrong. So within your organization, I'm sure that you probably have lots of processes in place to address things as they go wrong. So be different. Put in place some kind of process so that you are consciously thinking about acknowledging the things that are going right. The Gallup organization did a study, and they found that strengths-based coaching and feedback is so much more effective, and it actually creates a contagious environment of positivity in the work culture. You too can encourage others with, even if you're not a supervisor, you can encourage others as well. We like to call it peer-to-peer recognition. We have a program here at Baudville where we use what's called shout-outs. So the shout-outs, they're very simple. It's a tear-off note where you can thank somebody for doing something and then post it in a public place. What we do here at Baudville, we have a custom version of it that we use to support our core values and our principles here at Baudville. And what we do is we put them all up on a display board, and then at the end of the month we tally up and to see if did we have 100% participation of at least every employee in the building acknowledging another employee once throughout that month. And then if we do have 100% participation, we get a special treat, or we get some type of acknowledgement of our own. So we don't always quite hit 100% participation, but it gives us something to strive for, and having it visible is what really keeps it front of mind for everybody. Lastly, I'd like to tell you, again, making it personal is the way to have it be impactful. One of my favorite products that we have here at Baudville is the ability to personalize notes and other items of recognition that we have. So for example, this is a card. You may not be able to read it, but it actually has our CEO's name on here. So this is actually a note of appreciation, handwritten note that I got from our CEO for something that I had done. Obviously, I am saving this. It's very impactful to me. And I mentioned earlier that we're going to have new products coming out. Keep your eye out for something called a token of appreciation, because it's our new product. You can personalize it. I can't wait to show it to you, so keep an eye on the website. If you like the ability to have something personalized that you can easily give somebody to express appreciation, keep your eye out for that. Corey, I'm ready for my third topic. Anything at this point?
Keep going, Kurt. We've had a lot of people share some wonderful practices that they're doing at their organization, so we'll talk about those at the end.
Fantastic.
Great.
Thanks, Corey. So the third and final point about how to be a day maker is fun. So a day maker obviously does not have to be serious all the time. So recognition really should be about expressing positive energy and having a sense of fun about you. One of my favorite products that I use all the time here at Baudville is this recognition binder. So if you're a supervisor, this is a great way to have a whole bunch of tips and items at your fingertips, one of my particular favorites are these scratch-off cards, where it's a lottery ticket, and randomly one of the items underneath says winner, and you can hand them out and scratch them off, and then you pick what you want the prize to be by writing it on the back. It could be lunch with the boss. It could be a casual day. It makes it so easy, and it's fun. So recognition binders are definitely one of my favorite things that I use for adding fun into the work environment. But you don't always have to spend money. You can actually bring fun into the work environment with some of the resources that we have for free on our website. One of my favorite items that you'll find in our resource center are called our print and posts. So this is an example of one of our print and posts. It's got hysterically funny sayings that you can cut out, and you can write a note in the back. You can leave it on people's desks. So for example, one of my favorite ones is, "I always look forward to seeing how you'll reinterpret the dress code." That's one of my favorites. Speaking of free, also on our website is ePraise. So you can send an electronic card to somebody thanking them. So if you're one of those folks who say, "Oh, I'm so short on time, and it just seems like so much effort to write out a note," don't think that way. But just in case, we've still got your back. You can use our ePraise on the website to send a note of acknowledgement to somebody rapidly and right away. So just a couple other ideas about things that can help make the workplace fun. Our marketing team likes to start every day by talking about Dilbert. So somebody has on their desktop the daily Dilbert, and they all read it together, and it's even as awesome of a company as vaudeville, somehow there's a couple Dilberts that always seem to hit a topic that's going on. I don't know how he does it, but it's always very topical. So having humor with Dilbert is one way to have it be a part of your day. Another fun thing that we decided to do in my department was we had a traveling trophy. And so here is our traveling trophy. He looks a little scary. That's why we added the teeth, so he looked a little less threatening. If you're old enough to remember the Brady Bunch, did you see the tiki episode where Greg found the tiki? You have no idea what I'm talking about? Okay. Well, we did a contest to have everybody name it. The winner was Beauregard Jackson is who won. And so for short, we call him Bojack. And we had him travel around our department for a month, and each day somebody new got him. Whoever had the traveling trophy that day also got a casual day. They got a free pop of their choice, and basically the pleasure of having this creature sitting next to you for the day. We did this because we just came through one of our busier times here in the call center where I work, and we wanted to try to help relieve people's stress. So in addition to having the traveling trophy, we also made up little stress reliever kits. So we have these cute little lunch pails that we put together, and we actually put a sticker of Beauregard on the front. I probably shouldn't have done that because this is a vaudeville product, so I'm covering it up. But on the inside, we put things just to help relieve stress. We added more coupons for extra casual days. We added coupons for free pop, but we also put in some toys. So we put in Play-Doh, we had a Slinky, and we had some bubbles. And that inspired a group of people to come up with having a Play-Doh sculpture contest. So it was impromptu positivity and day making going on, where everybody did their best entry of a Play-Doh sculpture, and then the winner got a free lunch gift certificate. Okay. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to find something similar that you can do in your organization. Last but not least, the easiest thing that you can do is maybe just give somebody some candy. So for example, this is one of our fun little products where it's got some Tootsie Rolls on the inside. You can use it to just express appreciation. Most people always enjoy having some candy on their desk. Corey, where are we?
Hi Kurt, we're doing really well. We've got a lot of participation in the chat room, so we're going to talk about that for a little while for those people who maybe aren't participating there, don't see it. We have a lot of people who seem to give a handwritten note to an employee along with an incentive that they can use outside the office, like a Dairy Queen buck or some gift cards or some fun cash. And someone has made their own thanks slips. But can you recommend some vaudeville products that they might be able to use to give along with that incentive? I know you talked about the Cheers kit and the binder. What are some other
Sure.
things you'd like to use?
So
them use?
if your company is big into gift cards, if you like giving gift cards, either lunch gift cards or denomination gift cards, we have these fun wraparound notes that you can wrap around the gift card. You put it on the inside. You can write your handwritten note. You'd be amazed how many people keep that handwritten note even after they've spent and forgotten what the card is for. We also have several coupon books where you can write your own items, such as this is good for a free car wash or whatever you would like it to be, and have the people redeem it. But thanks slips, what a great idea.
We also have some people who are doing some great fun things. One attendee sets up fun days for their employees where they act silly and play board games that's brought in from home, which is a really fun team builder. And we've done some similar things here. Any other things we've done at Vaudeville that you could share?
So in addition to doing the recent ping pong, we have also done a couple of items where we did a giant memory game where we put things up on the board and you had to flip them over and match them up. We've also done the where you have a picture and you have to figure out what the word is that it's saying underneath. So anything you can do like that that adds a little bit of spice and fun to people's day will help you to be a day maker.
Great. We've gotten so many wonderful ideas from our attendees that we are actually going to post them on our blog, so you guys can check those out at any time. So the blog address is on the screen right now, so make sure you check that back. Check back to get those. Oh, we do have a question that just came in.
Yes.
What are some ideas, Kurt, this is perfect for you, for team building participation that would be quick when the employees are on the phone most of the day? How can you get around that barrier but still get people engaged and participating in an activity?
Yes. So I happen to be in a call center, so we struggle with the same thing where people are tied to their desk and are unable to move. We've done a couple things where we've had an electronic version of a bingo game where you're actually playing via email back and forth. And if people are able to at least occasionally go on Do Not Disturb on their phone and get up and move around, we've had puzzle pieces where people had to put it together. Each person had a different piece of the puzzle, and you had to figure out in between calls to the best of your ability who had the matching piece so you could put it together. Email me and I can give you more ideas too.
Wonderful. Well, I think that wraps things up. I'd just like to remind everyone that they will be receiving an email from us asking for some feedback about the webisode today, linking to some of the products Kurt's talked about, and also the blog where you can get his tips. So please make sure to check out that blog for all those ideas. We'll be posting additional ideas later, like I said. And come back to vaudeville.com to view the recording and share it with others. So Kurt, would you like to give us a send-off?
I will. So as she just mentioned, you can view me at any time. I'll be archived on our website so you can watch us. And like I mentioned, keep an eye out for our new catalog that'll be in mailboxes soon and on our website. We have over 250 new products. You're going to love them. I can't wait. I want to talk about them now. And we'll look forward to you becoming a day maker as well. Thank you.